Welcome everybody to Catfish Weekly. We are live at the captain's meeting for the 2018 Mississippi River Monsters. They're getting ready to gear up to have this thing. And before we get started, Richard White is here with me from St. Louis, Missouri. Richard, this is the first big tournament you've been to. What do you think?
I like it.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's different. And
Now,
there's just so much going on. It's wild.
It is. You're one of the guys that are staying with Cindy and I at the house that we rented over there. It's you and me and Kurt and Jason and Vicky and Trevor Niederhoff and Doc and Gary. We're just Gary Taylor. We're having a blast over there.
We are having a great time. Eating well.
We are eating well.
Well, we're sleeping not very much. But
not enough. We're at the Civic Center in West Memphis, Arkansas for the captain's meeting. This place is pretty big and it's pretty packed. And they're going to start this event in about 12 minutes. So we got Richard on here. Richard, I know that the tournament's going to take off tomorrow. You've been fishing way up, way down, and with the people that's watching tonight, you've been bumping, you've been anchor fishing, you've been spot locking, you've been doing everything. Are you on some fish?
We are. I think we'll be all right as long as they don't move. With this cold front coming in, I think we should be all right.
You've been down here for several days. You've been catching some fish. You've been having a good time. You and Kurt have been great folks to be in the house with, and of course, Vicky and Jason Athena. You couldn't ask for better people to be messing with. They're the best. And of course, Doc Lang. Doc Lang is Doc Lang. Anywhere you go, he's a legend in the sport, and he's going to be along with us here in a minute. Doc's been in about 10 boats this week, so he's been having a really good time, and everybody's happy that he's down here and having a wonderful time. So it's been a ton of fun. Some of the best competitors in the sport of catfishing are here.
They are.
And
there's a lot of names that I've watched on Facebook and listen to the chat, and I follow the leaderboards and all these events and stuff, and there's a lot of the top 10 people here.
Right.
A lot.
And just to compete against these guys and get to visit with them, shake your hands, and a lot of guys I see going up and talking to the Carl Morses and Larry Hughes and Jeff Dodds, and if you ask them a question, they will tell you the truth. They will. You have to ask them. They're not going to tell you anything just off the top of their head. But if you ask them something, they will give you an honest answer, and they will help anybody. It's a wealth of information. This is the place you get that information, and they're willing to share it with you. I don't know any other sport that you get that kind of information for, but in the catfish world, it's available.
Yeah.
And this is how you get it, is to be at these places and say, hey, man, I know who you are. I've got a question for you. Would you mind answering? They'll all do it. We talked to several youngsters and younger people. I say youngsters. Well, they're all younger than me, so it doesn't really matter. We've discussed that a time or two this week, too.
Yeah, they don't make things much older than you.
Yeah, that's exactly That's exactly right. But that's the kind of things we've been doing all week and having a lot of fun with. We've even talked about the Cardinals and Cubs a little bit.
Yep.
And that's always fun.
It is.
It is.
Especially when the Cubbies are winning.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that. But
well, they've been winning.
They have been winning, and I will give you that. But it's been a great time, and we get this captain's meeting done, and we get back. Everybody gets a good night's rest. They're going to start launching boats out at 3 in the morning, and everybody's going to take off and go to whatever they think is their best shot to win, and give it the best they got, and we'll find out what happens. They're going to leave out, start fishing, I believe it's 6:30 in the morning. Yep. Isn't that right?
Yep.
And they'll go over all this. Now, this captain's meeting that we're going to be broadcasting tonight will be live, and you'll get to hear the same exact stuff from these guys as what we're going to hear. And then if you have to stop fishing at 3 tomorrow afternoon and be in the weigh-in line by 4. And there is a huge storm moving through, so the guys are going to have to probably hustle on in through that storm to get the weigh in to make sure they're in on time to weigh their fish. Some of the people are in some really, really good fish, and some of them have been struggling. That may change for the better, for the worse. None of us know until we get out there, but there's been some great fish caught. There's been a lot of fish caught. Some guys are struggling a little bit. Those guys may shine.
They might.
They
might be in the spots that just wasn't, this cold front stuff coming in, it could push them in.
That's exactly right. It's just hard to say. We went to a spot the other day, and I've told you about it. Cindy and I fished in there one day, and there was a bunch of smaller fish. She caught a really nice flathead. This wasn't a winning fish. I didn't consider it even a quality under. We took Doc in there and looked around, and there was a lot bigger fish in there that day, but there was a lot of bait fish in there, and he's in there chasing those bait fish. Now, if we go to that place tomorrow, we don't know what's going to be in there because that's another 2 days.
It is
2 days later, so there may not be nothing in there. There may be the little ones again. There may be the big ones again, and we just don't know. And that's what it's going to be like everywhere we go with this moving through, and that's part of the game that we play. But regardless, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to have a great time. So, Richard, good luck to you and Kurt tomorrow. We wish you guys the very best. Regardless, we're going to have a good time.
We are.
And we'll get this meeting passed. We'll get back to the house and everybody do a little snoozing, and we'll make it go.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Getting ready to get it going.
Making it happen. Doc, how many boats you been in this week?
10.
10? You've been in a lot of boats. You've been on some fish. You showed some guys some things this week.
Yeah, I've had a good time.
You've had a great time, and we're so glad that you come down here. You guys, you was in a boat the other day with some guys that had some motor trouble, and you decided that you just go up and show them boys how to catch some flatheads, and it wasn't long, and you caught some flatheads.
Yeah, I was a pretty happy camper. Busted a flathead right off the bat within 2 minutes after dropping a bait, and then we moved to another spot, and I just barely got the rod in the rod holder, and that rod went down, and I tripped on a cooler trying to get to the rod, and I couldn't get to the rod, and by that time, that big old flathead, he was buried back into the tree, and I couldn't get him out. But I was in my happy place.
That's exactly right. Flatheads is your business, and that's the way it works. Now, all the viewers that are watching this, I want to let you know, as soon as this captain's meeting starts, what we're going to do is turn the microphone around, or the camera around, and we're going to let them talk. We'll turn the mic around and let you catch as much of this as we can so you can hear and see exactly what we're hearing and seeing, so you'll know exactly what's going on. And if something needs to be said or something, we'll pitch in and try to help out on there. We do not have the chat up. Once this starts, I will try to get the chat up so we can see what's going on. We are in a civics building, and I'm not
Nice
sure.
facility.
Yes, it's a very nice
Place is
facility.
packed with
See if
people.
we can get that going. So once their meeting starts, I will try to put the chat up so Doc and I can see your comments and see what's going on. It is not up at this particular time, so just bear with us till we get it going. And after the captain's meeting, they're going to have a bunch of prizes that they're drawing for and stuff to give away. But just bear with me, and I'll get that chat up just as quick as we can, because we're having to lean around people and chairs and all the stuff that's going on in here, because there's a lot of people in here. Did you get the final count on how many boats is in this event, Doc?
I heard 162.
162, that's the last I heard. I didn't know if there was any more
I
involved
don't
or
know if
not.
they've got any more on.
There was
Jody will probably, when he starts talking, he'll probably let us know how many there are.
There was a really nice booth set up for a bunch of vendors today. Got a little damp out there for a while. I think most of them kind of stayed out there in it with their displays and stuff.
It got a little more than damp.
Yeah,
It was
it
like a
poured down.
monsoon there
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah, it got pretty hot and heavy,
Yeah,
but it cooled things off a little bit. Actually, that felt pretty good.
yeah.
But
Yeah, well, yeah, because it was humid. It's been humid here all week
It
since
has
we've
been.
been here.
It's
We've been
really-
here when? Since last Thursday.
I got here, yeah, we all got here
Yeah.
last Thursday.
And it's been hot that whole time. And today was the first day we pretty much had a lot of rain,
Yeah.
which wasn't a lot of rain, but
And then between the showers, it would get pretty hot again.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, the percentage rain is only 80%.
Yeah. There's a pretty good chance that 20% might stay dry.
Yeah. Yesterday, there was a real high percentage of rain. I didn't hardly get wet at all.
No,
I mean, it wasn't that much. But
I got wet from the boat I was riding in.
Yeah, it's kind of damp, I understand.
Yeah.
But still, it's been a blast, man. It really has.
It's been a lot of fun.
You know, usually when you and I are together at a tournament, we do quite a bit of fishing together. This time, one day.
No, yeah, one day. Everybody was, get in my boat today. So I okay.
One day you was in a whole bunch of boats.
Yeah, the one day, I get out of one boat, I climb in somebody else's boat. Get out of that boat, I was in somebody else's boat. So.
And we've had some, it's not like you and I really need to eat a lot. We've had some really good food.
Oh, and the ribs have been.
Kurt fixed some ribs the other night that they cooked. We do need Jody in here. Jody?
I got a couple minutes.
You got a couple minutes? Come on over. Jody Harrison with Fish Life and Winter Blues on Wheeler, the national championship. Jump in here with us, buddy.
Oh, good evening, folks.
This is quite the event.
Y'all need access to the internet, Wi-Fi.
We got it.
You got it on?
We're on.
We broadcast. We're live right now.
We're live
You got
right
the
now.
password? Someone get it?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna get that.
Quite the event.
Mr. Jackson from West Memphis.
West Memphis.
Yeah, he's with the Convention and Visitors Bureau. They're the ones that's helping everybody out with the good hotel rates and all that.
That's awesome.
Yep.
This is a nice facility. This is. The other facilities have been good, but this is brutal.
Yeah. Well, so, everybody in there shoulder to shoulder. And,
We're hoping that you can come in here, Jody, and guarantee us that we're not going to get poured on tomorrow.
Well, I used that favor up here a while back, so I can't use it again. Yep.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yep. I'm sorry. I only get one of them every now and then.
How many boats we up to,
152.
152.
152.
Yep. So it'll be an interesting day. I've talked to a lot of the anglers, and they're saying the weights are up since last week. Last week in the warm-up event, I think it was 105 pound water.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was shockingly low, I thought.
No, yeah, I was floored. I couldn't believe it was that low.
I'm pretty sure that you're going to see a lot more than that come in tomorrow.
Yeah, I think some people might be kind of holding back too.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was
Save
Gacy.
it for a big event.
I still believe that there's a lot of fish that was caught through this week that never made it to the weigh-in stage. That was not worried about that $500 bounty money. I'm not 100% sure that happened, but I know some of the guys are notorious for catching giant fish, and they didn't show. I don't think they show in their hand. I think tomorrow you're going to see different deals.
Yeah, and I'm really interested to get the feedback from everybody, what they thought about this monster week. Yeah, I've talked to a couple people that really loved it. I've talked to a couple people that really hated it.
I like it.
And I find it pretty interesting. Everybody's out there fishing anyway.
Yeah.
And, it's a way to reward people. So I'm really interested to get the feedback on this and kind of see what everybody thinks about it.
I'm pretty sure that Brandy and Jody's pretty happy with it.
Oh, yeah, they're tickled to death. I talked to them earlier, actually.
Carl and Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they like it too.
Yeah, so right there, let's see, that was five places. That's 10 people that loved it to death.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and I don't blame them. I would too. But
Jody, if a team come down here and they're on big fish, regardless of what they do in either tournament, if they hit 2 of those big fish days, that's $1,000. That covers a majority of their expenses.
It really does. Or even hit it once. At least help out hotel rooms.
That's correct.
Hotel rooms is always a big expense.
It is.
You can get that.
It really is. Well, it'll cover the majority of your gas, and that in itself is a huge expense.
Yeah, it was, no doubt. I like the sound of it because it's a way to help the anglers. And I think
All's
you know
interest.
us. I mean, we're all about trying to help all we can and
Sure.
make stuff more interesting. Kind of do stuff a little. We do stuff against the grain sometimes, but I think in the long run, just people have more fun.
Absolutely.
That's like the Winter Blues event. We talked to that brewery for Thursday night. They're going to open their doors to us. They're going to have the food trucks in there. Just a good social event.
I'm excited about that. You know how me and food is.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what's so cool about these big tournaments is, a lot of it is the social part.
Sure.
I mean, granted, everybody wants to fish a tournament. And, you want to win the tournament, but it's a social event.
Yep, it
gives
is.
everybody the opportunity to get together.
It's a great time, and it works out good for everybody. And I just think it's something that any type of thing like that. And I'm not saying you have to do one at every event, but anytime that you got a chance to get part of your expenses back, it's a good deal for everybody. And it was fun. It really was fun. We was all up early, gone every day, out there trying to do our best, and it worked out for some of us, and for some of us it didn't. So,
well, if you would, I mean, y'all talk to people. I mean, I know you have a lot of reach and all. And, I want people to reach out to me and let me know what they thought about this.
sure.
Let me know how they felt about the warm-up event. Let me know how they felt about the Monster Week. And 'cause I'm really interested in some feedback on this. See
Absolutely.
what everybody thought.
Absolutely.
If it's something everybody loved, we might look at doing something for other stuff here and there.
Sure. For sure.
So, anyway, it's about time for me to get this meeting started.
Well, Jody, thanks for stopping in and visiting with us a little bit.
I'm always glad to
We're
see y'all.
got to check out your stage setup. As always, it looks magnificent. And is somebody doing a live feed of the weigh-in tomorrow?
I am assuming they are. They've done it before, so I mean,
I know that we're going to be doing a live deal down there. Jeremy's going to help us do it until we get there, weighed in, and then from that point on, he'll be down there helping us do our live feed of the weigh-in.
So we're not going to do live feed of it?
Yep, but we're not going to be. I don't know how close he's going to be able to set up to do it, but we're going to be going live from the weigh-in tomorrow. George asked us to do it as he did this, and of course, you know me, I can't say no.
So think about that. We might can. Let me roll that around in my head. I think that I love the sound of it. I like anything that could kind of.
Jeremy will have my setup. So
where's he gonna set up at? Don't know yet.
You'll have to talk to Jeremy. Whatever if you can work something out with him that'll work better than what he has in mind, he's gonna do. He knows how to do it all. So,
let's get this meeting over with. Let's talk about this again.
Absolutely.
Get out of here.
Absolutely. As long as it's not too late. I've got a couple years on you, and I'm gonna need some sleep.
Yeah, I ain't had no sleep all week. We bought that. We had that 24-foot trailer.
Yep.
And we upgraded to a 48-foot trailer.
How's that working out?
There's all kind of room in that thing. But the problem is I'm having to rebuild it.
Yeah.
So how it'll fit up.
Hey, I got to tell you something. It's really a pleasure to see you bring your wife and your son down here.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I'm so happy I got
I bet you are.
This is what I've always wanted, but unfortunately, life gets in the way, and they haven't been able to. But the good Lord has blessed us to where she can do this now. And I tell you, I don't think my marriage has ever been better.
I'll bet not. That's a fine young man you brought along with you. I'll say that.
He's a handful now. If he would have known that I was doing this right now,
he'd be over here, wouldn't he?
He'd be all up in it. He thought him being on YouTube was just the coolest thing in the world.
I visited with him a little bit about that this afternoon.
Yeah, he loves it. He thinks he's a YouTube star now. So.
That's all right.
Let me get this done. It was good seeing y'all.
Hi, buddy. See if we can get this Chad up. If I could shrink us down a little, Doc, we'll see the chat.
It's going to be kind of tough shrinking the two of us then.
Well, Everybody else will be able to see it, but not so much.
Thank you, Glenn. Good to be here, buddy.
Over here and check Facebook, make sure we got terribly. Okay, folks, they're getting ready to start the event, and we are going to be turning the camera around
So you can see what's going on.
Right, correct. And we will let this, we're going to let it run. If we need to say something, we'll probably be a little quiet. We have the microphone up close to us, but we do have the chat up now to where we can see you. We probably won't be answering I missed Doc's tip of the week. So do I, man. But we won't be answering them unless it's something that we can say without interrupting the live feed. But I'm going to turn the camera around now so you guys can see them as this event is unfolding. And that's the stage. There is George Young and a host of others. You can see all the prizes that is out there to be given away tonight. There's everything from fishing rods and Mystic lubricant, Booyah cleaner, tackle boxes, tackle bags,
Trolling motor, bait tank,
fishing line. There's I don't know, rod. Pardon me, I don't know how many things. A slime line. It looks like
3 dozen rods.
No problem. At least, yeah, easy. There's
Millennium seats, the new style Memphis. Yep, several boxes of those.
cases of 2-cycle motor oil. I can't even see what's over there now, other than that bait tank.
Got a big bait tank running in there. Chat Shack, I think that's the name of it.
Hey, Big Cat, you make a perfect window and no door. Jason, Big Cat Mathena. Hey, Carl Wells, how you doing, buddy? Sonny Parker, I missed Doc's tip of the week so much you have no idea. Jeremy Cole. Hey, James.
Everybody hear me back there okay?
Yeah.
Everybody in the back here? All right, we're running about 15 minutes on getting this thing started, so, we got everybody checked in the back, everybody's all checked in. All right, if you have not got checked in, you need to go ahead and get that done. They checked in at the doorway back there. But I'm assuming that you came in through that door that you're supposed to get checked in, so. If you have, let's please get that taken care of. We got a few things to go over. We're gonna try to get this thing moving on here. First of all, we'll talk about Monster Week. Seemed like it turned out to be a pretty good week. How about a show of hands of everybody that fished for Monster Week? Awesome. If y'all would, everybody that fished it, y'all give me some feedback on that. Y'all shoot me some messages on Facebook, whether it's on the Winter Blues page or my personal page. I'd like to get some feedback from everybody on that to kind of see what you thought about it. Yeah, I know of 5 teams right now that love it. Which, I think it's pretty cool too. You're gonna be fishing anyway, make a little bit of money off of it. But there's downsides to it. What I've heard people say, but anyway, we ain't gonna get into all that big discussion right now. I like to get some feedback. I like to see what everybody thought about it. So shoot me some messages on Winter Blues on my personal page, the National Championship pages, whatever. Anyway, you get in touch with me. I just like to hear what y'all thought about that. And with that being said, man, we can't say enough about Cabela's and Jeremy Coe, for taking care of that for us. I know Jeremy sitting out there on the boat ramp like he was, probably made some pretty long days, but, he was able to sit there and get caught up on all the YouTube videos and everything else has been missed out on. So let's give it a round of applause for Jeremy. Jeremy really does a good job with everything he does. And, I really have a lot of respect for him. And, it was great for Cabela's and Jeremy to step up and take care of that like they did. So for me personally too, Jeremy, I really appreciate you, buddy. George, come on up. Let's just thought you was gonna sit down. We ain't gonna let that happen. Come on up here. Let's get these plaques awarded real quick. Daryl and Jason Maxfield, come up here, please. There they are back there. I'll pass this off to George for just a second. Let him kind of explain what he's doing.
All right, I think everybody knows these guys. I think handicap you a little bit.
Go ahead and cut 10 pounds off right now.
Anyway, these guys won the first ever MRM 2016 tournament. Then they turned around in 2017 and won it again, back to back. And I've been promising them I would give them some plaques because they deserve it. And so I got y'all 2016.
Great.
Long as they 2018.
And I got you 2016 or 17. And everybody says you can't have 2018. Y'all can't start.
Good job, guys.
All right. So I guess if they get a 2018, what are we gonna cut them off from there? We're not gonna let them fish no more?
Yeah, they're done.
They said you're gonna have to sign a 5-year non-compete agreement. 3 years in a row. All right, so next we'd like for Amanda to come up here. Amanda is the live exhibit supervisor with Bass Pro Shop, and she's gonna talk to y'all a little bit about your tanks and all that.
Oh, it don't matter.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda. Like I said, the live exhibit supervisor at Bass Pro Shops. You're to see me and 3, maybe 4 of my staff members kind of coming around your boats when you're lined up at the very end. Last year we did a little bit of research, and we would like to continue that research. We're going to be coming up asking if we can get essentially a sample of your water to see what your dissolved oxygen levels are. We'd also like to ask you how many fish you want, as well as if you happen to know, I know some of you guys have GPS locators on your boats. If you happen to know maybe where you caught most of your fish, again, we have I think last year we only had 3 boats that were able to kind of give us a general location. It just helps us a little bit, but we're going to be around with helping TWRA as well with all of their information too. So if you see us walking around, that's us. And then as well, just a reminder, I think fishing ends at 3 o'clock. So I know usually you guys are coming in 2:30 right up against that 3 o'clock. Remember, it's going to be a long time that you guys are waiting in your boats. So to help keep those fish alive, keep as much oxygen as you can on them. That's going to help them survive the most. You all know catfish just suck up all that oxygen in your water. So I would also recommend, if you can, maybe have a couple of bags of ice that you can throw a little bit in there, here and there, to kind of keep the temperature down in your water. But I know that's probably going to be hard for you guys, but just another suggestion. So thank you so much, and good luck to everyone tomorrow.
I tell you, it's really awesome that they're doing that. I like seeing Bass Pro step up and, do this research. Thank all of y'all for participating with them. I know it's gonna be hard to give up some of the GPS coordinates, but, yeah, just, she asked where'd you catch it, just don't say it out. Or in the water. But anyway, huge thanks to y'all for doing that. I mean, that really means a lot. It's good to see that happening, and we really respect y'all a lot for doing it. So thank you. All right, I'm gonna run over these rules real quick. get them out of the way. If we have any questions about them, I'll try to answer some of them, but chances are I'm going to fall back to George or really explain stuff out. I more or less just want to read what's on the forms, and I will say that most everybody here should have received a copy of these rules. If you have any questions about anything, first of all, if we don't get an answer here tonight, give George a call. So everybody in here, hey, call me.
My phone quit working.
We know better than that. Good turn record guy. Keeps battery charged. But if you can't get in touch with George, you're more than welcome to call me. I'm gonna give you all my phone number. Some of you may have it, some of you don't. But if you can't get George, you give me a call, and I'll try to. If I can't answer your question, I'll get your question answered for you. So my phone number is area code 205-243-4572. Once again, that's area code 205-243-4572. My name is Jody Harrison.
We'll post
Jody Harrison.
We'll post that up on Facebook.
Yeah, it'll be on Facebook. I can answer you right now. So. 205-243-4572. All right. And you said you're gonna put it on the Facebook page too, George?
Huh?
Yeah.
You're gonna put it on the Facebook page too?
Yes.
Okay. So, all right, let's run over these rules real quick. As y'all know, this is a big event. This is a very prestigious event. With that being said, there's always a lot of people watching these big events like this. We're all working really hard right now to grow this sport and represent the sport the way it ought to be represented. So we ask everybody, to make sure that you use good sportsmanship during these tournaments. We do reserve the right of any disorderly conduct with ample reason is basis for disqualification. And so, any violations in that, good sportsmanship, you walk over there, bust one of the guys in the mouth and doesn't vote, unfortunately, you're going to have to be disqualified for that. So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's try to present ourselves in a good light here. All state and federal rules will be observed. All state and federal law trumps anything that we say. We got to abide by the law regardless, and that's what we're going to do. Tournament hours is from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Gates are going to open for the launch at 3 a.m. Me and some of my guys will be out there about 2:30 and start getting ready to start checking boats in. So if you want to get there a little early and just kind of be sitting in line outside the gates, we are planning on being there about 2:30. We'll get y'all checked in and get y'all ready to go. A third person is allowed in the boat, must be 16 or younger, 55 or older. All children under 16 must be accompanied by an adult. We will do live well checks prior to y'all launching your boats. And make sure you have that card with you. The card that you got tonight, make sure you got that because we got to sign off on it. And you got to have the card signed off in order to collect your wins with this. Anybody that's fished this before, this is nothing new. It's just make sure you keep that sheet of paper handy. Life vests must be worn at takeoff. Fish may only be caught by rod reel methods. A maximum of 5 fish per boat will be weighed in, with only 2 fish 34 inches or over being allowed. Maximum of 8 rods per boat will be allowed. You can only have 6 in the water at any given time. You cannot snag a fish. You cannot foul hook a fish. You cannot chum, and no fishing intentionally baited holes. All tournament boats must maintain a distance of 50 yards between each other. It's 50 yards between each other while anchored. and 50 feet while drifting. 50 yards while anchored, 50 feet while drifting. This includes all boats and no buddy fishing. Right? Here's a good one right here that I had a little question about. No fishing outside of the boat. Kind of makes stop think about that one for a minute. Fish in the boat. Obviously, what that means is you got to be fishing out of your boat. You can't get off on the bank. Interesting little discussion about that before. And unfortunately, taking all the fun out of everything, no alcoholic beverages are allowed during tournament hours. Now, if you have a fish that you don't feel like it's going to make its way in time, can bring it in. You bring it in, get that fish weighed. However, if you do that, you're stuck with that fish. You cannot cull the weight. But if you got a fish that you feel is in jeopardy of dying, we would appreciate you bringing that fish in to us, giving us the opportunity to possibly save that fish, and also make it to where you won't lose it. I'm planning on having the scales open in the morning, probably about 11 o'clock. It takes about that much time to finish getting set up. But if you would, if you're coming in early to weigh in, call George or myself and let us know, give us a heads up that you're coming in with one. And that way, if something happens where we're not ready, then my guys will jump into overdrive and try to hurry and get it ready for you. So, if you would, we're more than happy to do this. Not a problem in the world. Just give me a little heads up. Give me a phone call. Let's see here. All right. Officials will be stationed at the ramp for Lyle and Jacks. Lyle and Jacks will start at 3 and will end at 6:30. So come 6:30, we're going to be heading out from there. We're going to be leaving the ramp. So make sure that you're, not going to be there at 6:30. Call somebody, but we're not going to be there at 6:30. We're leaving at 6:30. Boats will be allowed to launch and depart after their live well has been inspected. This will be done in an orderly manner. We ask all of you to please be aware of one another. If you're in a bigger boat, you see a smaller boat out there, let's practice safety first. Don't swamp nobody or anything like that. This river ain't going to play on. And I know I'm preaching to the choir by saying that, but nothing's worth somebody's life. So y'all please be aware of one another and just keep that in mind when you're out there. Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
People we got a few of us that dock at the dock club down there. How are we going to allow those to?
George, you're going to have somebody go down to the marina, right? You're going to have somebody on the marina.
They're at the yacht club or over for. We got gas pumps or
Over the marina.
You're at the marina.
If you have a boat slip at the marina, there will be someone on that marina morning starting at 3. All you gotta do is get your boat out of the slip, pull it up to the dock, check your live well, sign your card. Also remember when you come in, you gotta be back inside of that ramp at 4. We'll have some people doing visuals. You gotta get that card signed in the afternoon also. And you were back in. Keep that in mind. Yes.
Will there also be somebody at the boat dock where everybody's launched and sign those cards when we come back in?
Yes.
Same thing on Facebook about 55 boats that is.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in just a minute.
Okay. Tell me about a foul fish.
Anything behind the gill plate?
Hook pop out, he's wrapped up with that foul fish.
No.
Fishing stops at 3, you gotta be back at the ramp at 4, correct? Not at the ramp at 3.
Yeah, be back at the ramp before we just stop.
As long as you're not loading that, your boat's out there, it's ramp.
As long as you're inside of that ramp.
50 fish big, and we call you guys coming, or we coming back right away? Are we gonna unload it and load our boat back up?
Yes, you gotta bring the fish to the scales to Bass Pro, then you can go back out. Anything else? Just time to ask.
If you have any more questions, we will be around after the meeting, so if there's something you don't want to ask, you know, out in public like this, you know what you want to talk to us. All right, now, we're going to ask Mr. Jim Jackson to come up to the podium here. Mr. Jackson is the Executive Director of the Convention Visitors Bureau for West Memphis. He's just got a couple words he'd like to say to you, and kind of welcome y'all to the city.
Thank you, Johnny. Man, y'all serious out here though, aren't you? Everybody's serious. I'm gonna tell a joke. I'm gonna tell a good old boy joke. State trooper pulled a guy over, walked up to the car, to the truck. Said, "You have any idea?" He said, "About what?" No kidding. All right, y'all didn't laugh at us, so I don't have any door prizes for you. But I do want to welcome you to West Memphis. I appreciate working with George over the last couple of 3 years. Jody, we've been talking out in the hallway. We've got some bigger and better plans for the future. So we appreciate y'all coming to West Memphis. My understanding is you came from Eric. Did I hear a North Dakota or South Dakota, one of those things? Yeah, Wisconsin, all that, all right. Well, I tell you, no, I'm not gonna do that. I got a good old y'all shirt. I mean, I saw one of these one time, it said y'all, embrace it. I'm born and raised in Arkansas, so don't have any choice. I like to tell the story. I was raised Southern Baptist in Deer Camp. I learned a lot from both of them. I think probably a lot of us in that situation. I tell you what, if you'll reach up under your seat, there's a business card. I'll give you one of these bags if it's up under there. And while you're looking, I want to make sure you know to let's listen to me right now.
Gary won. All right, Gary. Woo!
Got one there. Well, this is just a little way to thank y'all for coming.
Oh, I
Tell you what. I appreciate it. California, Missouri. All right, man, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for coming to West Memphis. We appreciate everybody. You got one? I knew I had 2 of them out there. Man, I'm sorry, I had a couple of extra larges here. Where are you from? Georgia. All right. We got them from all over. And I do appreciate it. And I know our hotels, I work with A&P Commission, hamburger tax, prepared food, hotel, lodging tax, that pays my salary. Y'all help me pay my salary. My family appreciates that too. Be sure to go out and eat in the restaurants. You know, you're already staying in hotels. I doubt if any of y'all are going to go over to Southland, but if you do, I get a little part of that too, so I appreciate that. But thanks for coming to West Memphis. Hope everything's working out for you. We've done some remodeling on this building, and again, we hope y'all come back next year, and we're going to have things bigger and better. And good luck to everybody.
You know, that's what's so cool about these big events like this. If you look at them, all the registrations, you know, you realize that this is truly becoming, a national event. You know, no longer is this just a weekend local fishing tournaments going around. And, catfishing is nationwide. You know, it's all because of folks like y'all supporting this thing and doing what you're doing. And, we just can't thank y'all enough for doing it. And, we reach from one end to the other nation to the other, east to west, north to south. So it is awesome how everybody comes out and supports this. All right, Jeremy Cole, he's gonna come up and discuss a little bit of logistics with you, and a couple other things, and come up here and get this straightened out. Maybe I can take some lessons from him on how to do this. We just wave fish, that's all we do.
Awesome, it's good to see everybody. I've seen a lot of familiar faces in here and a lot of not so familiar faces, so it's been good to meet some of the new fishermen that I haven't got to see in the past 6 years. But it's been a pleasure working with George all week. If you haven't seen my hard job that I've had all week, I've sat at the boat ramp and weighed about a whopping 2 or 3 fish a day. So me and Carrie got to go fishing and had some big fish. So all in all, it's been a good week, and we want to thank everybody for coming out. As we've all talked, if you don't think the sport of catfishing is growing, all you got to do is look around. There's teams from Texas, Nevada, all the way to South Carolina. They've been here all week, so pretty cool to see. So want to thank y'all for coming out. This is going to be a little different than what I'm used to. So George put me in charge of everything, so I can fire him if he gets a little unruly, I think. Is that how that works, George?
No. I'll go to the room. Right.
All right, so tomorrow we're going to be launching boats all out of Mud Island. And the original plan was we were going to launch everybody off the south boat ramp and park everybody in the field. If you've never fished a Cabela's King Cat tournament, you are now experiencing what I bring all across the country, liquid sunshine. So I think it's going to rain tomorrow, and the field could have the potential to get muddy. So we are going to launch the last 50 boats at the North Island just to be safe, and that way we don't damage their beautiful park here at Mud Island. So boat number 101 through 152 will go to the North Boat Ramp, and we'll have 2 or 3 guys there parking boats, getting those guys in there. And then, of course, Jody touched on that. They'll be doing boat checks at the gate there. How's that going to work, checking live wells at the North Boat Ramp?
There'll be somebody down there.
There'll be somebody down there at the gate there as well. So we'll be doing boat checks there. Now, tomorrow morning when you come in, we're going to start at the bottom of the hill and park 20 up each side of the ramp. If you've seen where my trailer's sitting, we'll be parking people in the turnaround up top. And then we'll start working our way out. George will be running shuttles back to the boat ramp, so nobody has to make a long walk back and forth. So just work with us. We'll get you in as quick as possible. We'll have a whole army down there getting those fishermen back and forth. So one of the other cool things that's going on this weekend is they're giving away a beautiful, it's a black and green, and it's really grown on. It's been in several of my tournaments this year. It's the XL warm-up event, or the boat giveaway. They're giving away a 230 Stormcat, which is very similar to that wild one sitting out there. Same boat, a little bit different motor. It's been sitting at the boat ramp. It'll be at the weigh-in tomorrow as well. So be giving away that boat tomorrow, right? You're going to give it away. J. Paul will be giving it away. He couldn't make it tonight. But if you have entered into this event, all of you all have at least one chance to get in that drawing. They're going to draw it tomorrow, so you don't even have to weigh the fish tomorrow to take home a $50,000 boat, unless I hook up to it, take it first. So I've had it hooked up once or twice. I've been tempted to go back to Kentucky. But we'll be doing that tomorrow. Also, if you fish the warm-up event, which there was 58 boats in that, that was the second way to get in that drawing. And then if you fish my Cabela's King Cat tournament, just upriver at Brothersville, Missouri, Grizzly Jigs, that was a third way to get in that drawing. So we've got lots of entries in, so who do you think's going to win tomorrow? Lyle was quick on that. We just go ahead and hook it up, Lyle. So on behalf of XL Boats, we want to thank them for doing that. I personally got to fish out of George's boat. We didn't tear it up either, so we just scratched it a little bit. Fished very, very well. Jeff Dodd back there's got one that he's fishing out of, and he loves it. So we want to thank them for doing that as well. They're coming on pretty strong in the catfish world. They're building a good boat, aren't they, George? So,
absolutely.
But one thing that we did this week is we started on Sunday after the warm-up event. And each day up until yesterday, those 5 days worth, whoever weighed in the biggest fish will get $500 a day. So we're going to start out with that right now. Day one was sponsored by Warrior Cat Rods. Is John Evans out there anywhere? Come on up here, Mr. John. Y'all give him a round of applause.
All right, so day one was Roger Willie and Chris Stout with a 50.85-pound blue cat.
Come on, Rod.
I'm dropping $5 off a second. You better hurry.
Our day two winners was sponsored by Sigma Dynamics, which many of you all know is Rob Clodfelder. He couldn't make it this weekend, unfortunately. So that $500 will go to Jody Atkins and Brandy Brooks. They had a 47.85. And we all know who caught the fish. There ain't no doubt. So. And I'm sure you would know what to do with this, don't you? I don't know whose name it is, but I know you can figure out how to do it. Y'all give her another round of applause. Yeah. All right, day three was sponsored by Catfish Clothing. Is Mr. Matt Miles, where's he hanging out at? Come on up here, Mr. Matt. Y'all give him a big round of applause. This is my buddy from all over Virginia.
Anthony and Yasmin Mora, 75-pound blue cat. Come on up. Biggest fish of the weekend. Hey, real quick, everybody, I told George I was going to hijack for just a second. Sorry, Jody, I didn't tell you. I want to give a shout out to Jeremy, George, Jody, everyone. Thank you very much. Thanks for having Catfish. You guys are doing a great job. Everybody, give a round of applause for the great group. So we're here, as some of you know, we're a veteran owned and operated organization, Catfish Clothing, and part of our mission is to support nonprofits who in turn support veteran groups and other organizations that take veterans and disabled folks, other disenfranchised groups, fishing and hunting. And this week we got a great group of folks with us here from Heroes Outdoor Therapy. They're over here, family Troy, Leslie, and Cindy Vanderoe. Y'all stand up. So this family has dedicated their lives to supporting vets, help them go fishing and hunting, support the transportation costs, which is a huge thing. So I would like to see how many veterans we have in the room or active duty. Please stand up. Please stand up. Yeah, 30. All right, anybody in the back that's standing that was already standing? All right, I think it's 32. So we're doing a little deal to help them out. All right, they don't know anything about this. I just told them to bring this roll of tickets and a bucket. So we're doing a raffle. It's separate from the raffle that's going on here. It's going to be tonight and all day tomorrow, and we'll pull the ticket at some time during the weigh-in tomorrow, if that's all right with you guys. But it's a $1 ticket, and to get into it, what you get out of it is a $150 gift card if you win. It's only a $1 ticket. So if you get a chance to come out and see them, I'm buying the first 5, right? And plus I'm going to buy one for every veteran in the room for active duty right here. So afterwards, please come see them, put your name on the ticket, It's on Catfish Clothing, and I just want to say thank you for your service.
Also, we want to thank Matt for his service as well. He's still active duty Navy in Virginia, so we don't need to exclude him. So, our day 4, one of my good friends, Wade Mansfield with Grizzly Jig Company up in Crothersville, Missouri. Y'all give him a round of applause. Wade, you got one of the checks for me? You didn't fill it out?
Oh, you're good. I'm trying to figure out how George's name got on the check.
I can fire him. I'm in charge of that, so.
I'll take it.
You're killing me, Wade. The winning weight was a 62.05 pound big fish. Team of Ron Goucher, Aaron Churchwell from Georgia. Y'all give them a big round of applause. And I don't want to hear you talk. And I want to say thank y'all for weighing that big fish at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So made the rest of my day a piece of cake. And our last day was yesterday, day 5, presented by B&M Poles. Is Jason McDuffie out there? Y'all give him a big round of applause. I still ain't got to check it. And I'm even wearing a B&M hat, so that's true.
Good enough for our money. All right, with 60 pounds on the last day for the check, $500, Carl Morris and Rob Parsons.
I want to thank y'all for having Cabela's King Cat. I enjoy getting to see all the fishermen. I get to see you like at 1 or 2 times a year, maybe like Carl Morrison, then like 10 or 15 times a year. So it's good to see all of y'all under one roof. Look forward to seeing y'all. We'll be tailgating tomorrow, is the way I called it. So I'm going to have my stage down with my awning because it's going to rain since I'm here. So I'll be doing Lyle Stokes' job while they're sitting in the weigh-in line. We'll be going live on Catfish Weekly. So if I pull you out of the truck, one of y'all come over and sit with us and we'll be interviewing y'all. So thank y'all for coming. Y'all come out and see the white XL Stormcat that we'll be giving away next week in Jeffersonville, Indiana at our Cabela's King Cat Classic. So thank y'all for coming out.
How awesome is that? Can't tell me that these sponsors aren't stepping up, doing a great job with that. I don't know what else to say. All right, got another one coming up here. This is Mr. Dustin Fall of D&J Customs. He's going to present the Big Fish Trophy to the biggest fish of Monster Week. I want y'all to take a look at this. Mr. Dustin makes these trophies. I need a trophy. You want to go out there and buy it. That's a handmade trophy. I mean, that makes it just even more special. You want to say anything? No, sir. All right. So the big fish of the event was day 3, sponsored by Catfish Clothing. Anthony and Yasmin Moore was 75.15 pounds. Man, that's a good look. awesome. Dusty, thank you so much for doing that. All right, I'd like to ask Tyler Kidd to come up here. This is the Bill Dance trip drawing. It's going to mention a description of the outdoor trip and then being responsible.
Thanks, sir. Hey, so I talked to a lot of y'all today. Yeah, we got a 10 ounce. I appreciate everyone that came by, came out support. So if you hadn't heard of us, we're the Outdoor Trip. We're essentially the Expedia or Priceline of hunting and fishing. So if you're looking for a hunting and fishing trip or you're a hunting and fishing guide, please come by and see us. Please sign up. We'd love to have y'all. So I appreciate it. How we gonna draw this? I didn't get that one.
Couple more than.
So I will tell you firsthand, we got the fish in Mr. Beaver last year. It was a lot of fun. So,
Like everyone else can do it.
all right.
Just one number. Alright, boat number 31.
31.
I know they got their number.
They don't know their own boat number.
31.
They won it last year.
Did they?
They won. Oh my Hey, y'all want to go to the casino after a while?
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Good deal.
All right, as Matt Miles touched on about the Heroes Outdoor Therapy, I'd like to ask Leslie to come up here. She's going to tell you all a little bit about it, what y'all can do to help support her cause.
How's everyone doing this evening? Matt touched a little bit on what we do. We're Heroes Outdoor Therapy, and the way I started nonprofit is I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I served in Iraq in 2004, and I had PTSD, so I didn't really know how to deal with it. A lot of my outlet went to drinking, unfortunately, and that took a lot of toll on my family and my relationships. So I wanted to dedicate myself to a hobby. I worked an 8-to-4 job, so that involved fishing at nighttime, and that's how I got into catfishing. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I dedicate most of my fishing to flatheads. But when I started doing some research to get involved with nonprofits that did outdoor stuff with veterans, I kept on running into a problem. A lot of outfitters or guides would tell me, hey, get a veteran down here. I'll cover the cost for everything to take them out. But they wouldn't cover travel fees. So I know if I was having this problem, veterans out there must be having the problem. And I didn't want to limit veterans to just what was around them locally. So I came up with Heroes Outdoor Therapy, and what we do is we raise money to be able to pay veteran travel fees, whether it's airplane tickets, a gas card. That's what we focus on. And we're out here, we're working with Matt, because he does donate to Heroes Outdoor Therapy. And I also contacted George, and I wanted to do a Veteran Big Fish Award. So tomorrow, veteran with big fish will get a $300, a $300 cash award, along with a plaque and a custom rod that's going to be donated by Mr. James Burke. All right, and I also encourage you tomorrow, if you're a veteran, or even if you just want to say hi and have anybody that runs a charter might want to donate a trip or a hunt, come say hi to us, and we'll be happy to talk. All right, good luck, everyone.
Wow, what an awesome program.
One more thing, some of you might not have signed up, or we need to know that you're a veteran beforehand. So if you forgot to sign up, just see myself or Carrie and we'll get you signed up for tonight.
Yes, sir.
What? You got more money coming for the big fish.
Oh, yes, sir.
Big fish that there, put up for everyone.
Woo!
Tell us what you just did.
Yep, John Ward and myself just donated another $100 piece of that fish.
Good deal.
How awesome is that? Look there, there's another 100. Why do you do it big? $700. You tell me the catfish community and the great community, I just don't know what else to say.
Another thing, we're also going to be doing big fish for winter blues, so sign up for that.
That's right, we're going to have winter blues too. Well, hold on, now, we got something else coming. There's another 100 from D&T Customs. There's another 100. Come on, take it, 1,000. Look, got an 1,000 coming up over here. Cameron Sons Bait Company, Cameron Sons Bait Company. Dale's Tackle, Warrior Cat Rods. I done lost track of it. What do we got? How are we doing this? We're at 1,200. Camo Small Engines, but at 1,300. How awesome is this? Mr. Dave Shipman makes it 1,400. Thank you so much. Got another 100. Dottie Fountain. 15. Don Sweat, 16. 17, 18. 19. How about $2,000 last one? How awesome is that? Hurricane Anchors got another 100. Gary Connor, another 100. All right, go ahead and take your time. And these are better also. How awesome is that? Thank you so much, everybody.
I really want to say thank you so much. This really touches my heart because I was one of those veterans that really needed to find something in my life. And I thought I did that through catfishing. I just really want to thank all of you.
We don't lost track of it. You guys are awesome. Y'all guys are just so awesome. I'm so glad to be involved with y'all. I mean, you know, when I first got mixed up with Daniel and all of this, you know, I told him, I said, the first thing that attracted me to this sport was the people. And I'll tell you, every one of you just solidified that right now. I have never been involved with another group of anglers to ever do something like y'all just did. And it's awesome. So thank y'all so much for what y'all do from the heart.
I've never seen anything like
You
that.
took my background.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Stand up for the USA.
All right, I'd like to ask Mr. Matt Jones to come up. He's got something he's working on too.
Right now, there's a lot of tears in this crowd. You look around
Just
here, they're
another
everywhere.
example of what this community is all about.
I don't
What's going on, bro? Stacy, what's everybody here do tomorrow? Smackdown. Ladies, Smackdown. If y'all don't know Stacy Gasson, get him on Facebook. You gotta watch, dude. He's infectious. And Dustin Fall, you the one that made that beautiful trophy? Yeah. You're also the one that I seen on Facebook the other day, and your wife said, one more wiener dog, you ain't got a house, right? Might have to get some of that money back. Another example, what Jody was talking about 7-8 months ago, I was asked, Robert Tallman, Robert, where you at? There he is. Robert Tallman, he's a good dude. He started one of them, it was an online thing for a young man that was having a lot of trouble in his life. And, this guy, I don't know how he did it. We all think we have problems in our lives and all that good stuff. And this guy asked me, and I'm by no means the most qualified guy to take a guy fishing down here. There's so much talent out in the room. There would have been a much better choice. For some reason, he wanted to go with me. I don't know, maybe what he was going through, maybe clouded his vision a little bit or whatever. But this guy, we took up some collections from him on the internet, and a lot of other companies, Flathead Fever Tackle, and a lot of other guys were really kind, saying a lot of nice things. And so he asked me, and we got together. It was kind of a make-a-wish thing, and he wanted me to take him fishing. So he hadn't been on the Mississippi River before. He wanted to go fishing, and so we took him fishing this week. As luck would have it, he went to the wrong ramp. So he walks down the ramp to meet me, and he accidentally runs into Bill Dance. So I'm like, I can go now. I figured I'd just head out, and but Bill, as usual, was nice enough to give the guy a hug, take pictures with him, do all that, and Mr. Harkness back there, who I seen Jeff Dodd try to take you out earlier tonight. I think he tried to break your legs. He must think you got tied up somewhere, but those guys were all down at the ramp, and they were all very nice. Jason McDuffie at B&M Rounds, they were all there. He treated Michael, his name's Michael Conley, to make a long story short. If you watch me on the internet, you know that I'm a little long-winded, so I'll try to make things short. But we got Michael out. He caught a fish that to most of us in here, or a lot of you guys in here that fish down here, would not be considered a great fish, but to him it was, a 100-pounder. Michael just finished his 14th round of chemo. He goes for round 15 Monday. It's a pretty humbling experience when a guy like that just wants to go fishing. Man, Stacy Gaston, I know, and a lot of other guys ran into us out on the river, were cheering us on, hoping. I had guys that have been fishing down here telling us where to go, which you wouldn't see in another community of fishermen. Hey, make sure you fish here, make sure you fish there. He's got a good chance. You don't see that in bass fishing, especially 2 or 3 days before a tournament. Just another example of how great the catfish community is. So without any further ado, then George takes it upon himself to start getting stuff together, and we got some things up here we'd like to present. If you would all give Michael Conley a big round of applause. If you all know, if you look at Michael's shirt, you might recognize on the internet, but we do a lot of giveaways. We're fortunate we have a lot of great sponsors that let us get stuff away. And I call everybody that signs up for our giveaways knuckleheads. And we formed a little Knucklehead Nation thing. So Michael's got his Knucklehead Nation shirt on, but I don't know what's all in the bag. I don't know what George and Jody and all these guys put together for you. I do know this looks to be a B&M Pro Staff bumping rod for sure. But along with some of the veterans, like Leslie was talking about, Michael's been through more than most of us will ever be through. I don't know if he fought so hard just so you could be here today. I don't know, but I don't know what else to say to you. But anything you want to say to everybody?
just want to say, man, it's been rough. You know, having cancer has changed my life tremendously. I can't do the things I used to do. I mean, I can't work anymore. They said I have to do chemo for the rest of my life. So I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm gonna fight it. I never give up. And just thank all you guys for your love and support. It means a lot. Thank you.
You know, I've been doing tournaments for a long time. I can tell you how many campus meetings I've done. I promise you one thing, folks, I've never been to a campus meeting like this. This is awesome. All right, so the next step that we're going to get to is to give away some stuff. But I'm going to kind of step out on a limb here. And with everything that's happened tonight, this is truly a special bunch of people in here. I've got a guy that works for me over here. This is Tyler Moody. Tyler just recently graduated from college. But Tyler has been such an inspiration in my life that led me to the Lord and has brought me, you know, out of some pretty dark places. Tyler always leads our events in prayer. And if you folks wouldn't mind tonight, I'd like to ask Tyler to come up here and just kind of say a prayer, thanking the good Lord for bringing us all together tonight, like we had tonight, and all of the good that's come together. He can definitely say it a lot better than I can. And so, this is Tyler.
Let's go to the Lord, guys. Father, we just come to you just in awe of your just righteousness and the power that you can transform the room, Lord. And how we came here tonight, just think we're just going to get together as a group of people and talk about the Catfish tournament tomorrow. And we can't, you know, take away from that, Father, that you've called us and placed us here to ultimately succeed in fishing that event tomorrow, Father. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to do so, Father. But this meeting, we're all placed in this room for a reason tonight, Lord. Whichever walk you come from, if you're, you know, going through hard times or you're excited to get out on the water tomorrow, Father, you place us all in this room to just experience the love that you give us that we can give other people, Father. Being able to see us all come together for the better good of one person or one organization, Father, laying one's personal property down in hopes of benefiting somebody else that's not as fortunate as us. It's just amazing, Father. We thank you for giving us that opportunity because that transcends the love that you have for us. It doesn't even come close to the love that you have for us, Father. We pray that you can remind us of that, Father, as we go out on water tomorrow and ultimately back home in the next few days, Father, that you transform our vision on you and ultimately see the goodness that you put in our lives and the goodness that you allow us to put in other people's lives, Father. Allow us to give you a second chance if we're needing, Father. Allow us to just strengthen our love for you. We can't think it can be any stronger, Father. Ultimately, you call us deeper and deeper. You say if we were to throw a wrench into the love that you have for us and the ultimate understanding that you call us to, we could come back 100 years later and that wrench is still falling deeper, Father. You continually place yourself in front of us with your arms open wide, just calling us to run to you, Father. And tonight's like tonight is just a perfect opportunity to do so, Father. I just thank you for the opportunity that you've given all of us. We're blessed more than we can realize, Father, just to be able to sit in a room preparing for a tournament tomorrow. That, yes, ultimately it's for prize and sport, Father, but ultimately it's just for our enjoyment, just a benefit for us. We get as a getaway from just our daily work lives, Father. Just thank you for that opportunity in all of our lives. Help us stay safe tomorrow, Father, as we travel across the lake and ultimately back home. Be with our families as we're away from them, Father, and just help us just glorify you in every way possible, Lord. And just thank you for everything that you've done in our lives. Sending your Son, just most holy and precious, to die for our gruesome sins on the cross, Father. Just thank you for everything that you do in my life. Thank you for everything that you do in the people's lives here. And just help us just glorify you in any way possible and keep us safe. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right, thank you, Tyler.
All right, let's get away some stuff. Come on up here, let's carry it. Show how we're gonna do this. All right, she got a sack full of names up here. She's got everybody's name in here and start drawing them out of here and giving away all this stuff. George rounded up for everybody. Maybe if you don't win the tournament tomorrow, you feel like you got enough freebies to justify it. Leslie went through the money. It's $2,600. $2,600. All right, first number we got here, Ashton Baldassare. Ashton Baldassare. Oh, 146.
All right, guys, we don't want to be here all night. So we're going to call it, we're going to go, we'll keep going. All right, you see it, raise your hand. Come on, come on. Hey, we got over 300, okay? So we got to get going on this. Raise your hand and stand up, and the girls will come to you.
All right, up next, vote 93, Matt Dennison. Vote number 93, Matt Dennison. All right, up next, vote number 66, Tommy Ross. Tommy Ross.
They're gonna be a while before they need me.
Vote 62, Adam Schreiber. Adam Schreiber.
Go out this door.
Vote number 65, Mike Porter. Budget freeze here. Oh, 105, Terry Harway. Terry Harway. Vote number 30, Hunter Jones. Vote 30, Hunter Jones. Vote number 130, David Bernard. David Bernard. Vote number 125, Spencer Shannon. Spencer Shannon. Vote number 126, Aaron Turchwell. Aaron. Vote number 139, Jason Huggins. Jason Huggins. Vote number 2, Tyler Moses. Tyler Moses. 148, Dwayne Linscott. Dwayne Linscott. Vote number 97, Nick Conaway. 97, Nick Conaway. Vote number 100, Artie Fiorito. Vote 83, vote 83, Adam Ballin. Adam Ballin. Vote number 35, Jason Mathena. Jason Mathena. All right, we called up. All right, 31, Leon Higdon. All right, you make me nervous. I don't work good under pressure.
137, David Stanley. 137, David Stanley. 128, Jason Clark. 128, Jason Clark. 44, Brian St. Amand. 44, Brian St. Amand. Oak number 1, Donald Moore III. Donald Moore III. I was hoping you wasn't going to make it back. I was going to pressure you this time, but that's where he was at. Oak number 128, Jeremy Davis. Boat 11, Bill Parfit. Bill Parfit. Boat number 140, Rob Benningfield. Rob Benningfield. Boat number 3, Zed Moore. Boat 22, Frank Metter. Frank Metter. Boat number 50, Brian Wintergarden. Brian Wintergarden. Boat number 27, David James Woods. David James Woods. Boat 95, Michael Carter. Michael Carter. Boat number 17, Joe Horvath. 17, Joe Horvath. Oh, that sure looks heavy, I hope. Boat number 124, Lonnie Fountain. Lonnie Fountain. 16, Mike Cool. 16, Mike Cool. Boat number 18, Jackie Cooksey. 18, Jackie Cooksey. '76, Logan Miners. Logan Miners. Boat number 6, Rob Parsons. Rob Parsons. 84, Charles Bailey. 84, Charles Bailey. 55, Bradley Shoemake. Bradley Shoemake. Boat number 90, Joe Hardy. Joe Hardy. 104, Thomas Dolans. 104, Thomas Dolans. Oh, got a crash. Gravity attack. Boat number 92, Scott Lovelace. Boat 60, Chris Saunders. Chris Saunders. 91, Joel Roberts. 91, Joel Roberts. Boat number 66, Bradley Mansell. 66, Bradley Mansell. Boat 71, William Goodman. William Goodman. Boat number 69, Brad Bowe. Brad Bowe. I won't get flags. Fly that off the stage. I like that. Boat number 67, Russell DeVore. 67, Russell DeVore. Boat number 65, Ben Stassman. Ben Stassman. 142, Brad Stout. 142, Brad Stout. 63, John Allen. 63, John Allen.
127, Hunter Norris. 127, Hunter Norris. All good. 131, Jeff Kirkpatrick. 131, Jeff Kirkpatrick. 131, Jeff Kirkpatrick. Once, twice, so 128, Otis Ray. 128, Otis Ray. Oh, number 36, Larry Davis. 36, Larry Davis. 123, Evan Christian. 123, Evan Christian. 88, Justin Dyer. Justin Dyer. 112, Tim Henry. 112, Tim Henry. I need to give that boy something a little lighter than that. He said he got it. All right, 139, Wade Kaminsky. Wade Kaminsky. Low 99, Chris Music. Chris Music. Happy boy there. 67, Ken Lachaw. Ken Lachaw, 67. Over to 81, Tim Haney. Tim Haney. Do what? Put it in the veterans drawing. Yeah, that's Leslie over there. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Over to 86, Gary Count. 86, Gary Count. 35, Vicky Mathena. 35, Vicky Mathena.
Mom!
This royalty we got coming up here, folks. You take your hats off. All right. 133, Joey Pounders. Joey Pounders. There you go.
Carwell's down in front.
48, John Warden. 48, John Warden. Put it in the better spot. Awesome, thank you, sir. '61, Jack Paul. 61, Jack Paul. 121, Ben Pruitt. 121, Ben Pruitt. Vote number 61, Jamie Paul. 61, Jamie Paul. Vote 64, Brian Ritchie. Brian Ritchie. '144, Jason Flatton. 144, Jason Flatton. Jack Paul. Jack Paul get his.
They probably called my number, I didn't hear it. George, you hear me? Well, they probably called my number, I didn't hear it.
Jack Paul? You Jack Paul?
Little young
'49, Travis Hunter. '49, Travis Hunter.
Vote 20, Kyle Pratt. Kyle Pratt. Number 9, Kevin Pearson. Kevin Pearson. 53, Richard White.
Ooh, Richard White.
53, Richard White. 132, Scott Mathis. Scott Mathis.
He left.
Scott Mathis.
He left.
He left. All right, we'll go to Jennifer Thole. 102, Jennifer Thole.
Huh? They're probably playing poker.
117, Quentin Robbins. 117, Quentin Robbins. They took that one out. 152, Andrew Hahn. 152, Andrew Hahn.
Doc, you ever seen so many prizes give away at a captain's meeting?
44, Smokey Brown.
There's still 2,000 rocks.
44,
Oh yeah, haven't even
Smokey
got warmed
Brown.
up good yet. We're gonna have to go right home and get in bed and then get right up.
It may not be getting in bed at all.
It may not be.
73, Joe Spatafora. 73, Joe Spatafora.
They're all full of stuff, yeah. You guys.
54, Keith Crow. 54, Keith Crow. 89, Pat Beeman. 89, Pat Beeman. Can we get Pat Beeman? Vote number 80, Matt Richter. 80, Matt Richter. 101, Cedric Pointer. Cedric Pointer. 102, Dustin Thole. 102, Dustin Thole. 129, Matt Jones. 129, Matt Jones. 149, Roger Gerloff. 149, Roger Gerloff. 98, Jerry Beatty. Jerry Beatty. 119, Benjamin Bradshaw. 119, Benjamin Bradshaw.
All around you, man.
Vote number 50, Jake Durkee. Vote number 50, Jake Durkee. '72, Nate McClain. 72, Nate McClain. 45, Mitch Presley. 45, Mitch Presley. Vote 70, Tim Gunther. 70, Tim Gunther. 23, Tim Spencer. 23, Tim Spencer. Ms. Vicki Mathena, can you come up, please? George wanted you to have this row. He says thank you. See, he really ain't what everybody calls him. 48, Jeff Dodd. 48, Jeff Dodd. 147, Lee Martin. 147, Lee Martin. Number 15, Greg Baldwin. With Dennis Broadway. Baldwin right here. Boat 91, Jack Van Leer. 91, Jack Van Leer. 46, Dan Fields. Dan Fields.
Maybe 12, yeah.
78, Marty Miller. 78, Marty Miller.
Yes, sir, Sonny, we do need a coffee maker on the boat.
42, Todd Sight.
Oh,
Todd
Tony says we
Sight.
have one. So we may be gold. Oh, she
Todd
left
Sight.
there. Dang it.
Okay. 113, Dan Elmers. Dan Elmers. 114, Roger Wiley. 114, Roger Wiley. 124, Donnie Fountain. 124, Donnie Fountain.
Bags as we go, Doc.
Number 30, Terry Shands. Terry Shands. Terry Shands. Terry Shands.
I don't think I'll be that lucky.
Mike King. Mike King. 19, Lee McGurk. Lee McGurk. 72, Chris McCauley. Chris McCauley.
Coleman Coffee, propane coffee maker sounds pretty good, Sonny.
Chris McCauley.
Runs off the small bottle. That'd be pretty awesome.
Robin Boyd. Robin Boyd.
I'm not sure how good that'd be in this storm we got moving in, but at this point, coffee sounds really good. Yeah, we're just visiting with the comments in chat.
Robin Boyd. Josh Moore. Josh Moore.
For you guys in chat, you can't see it, but the lady that's doing the stuff for the veterans, they donated over $2,000 to that cause. People were still afterwards bringing $100 bills up.
Easton Bowe. Easton Bowe.
2,500 the last time we knew, and there is a stack of prizes that these people have won.
John Baden.
They're piling it
John
up at their
Baden.
feet that they've won and donating to the veterans prizes to be given away at her benefits.
Gary Sanders. Gary
That
Sanders.
fishing community is really stepping up
Ricky Shelton.
to help this
Ricky
stuff
Shelton.
out. And there's no better cause than our United States veterans ever. Pan around here because we got somebody standing in the way. So you can see that's the prizes, and there's a whole bunch of rods that you
Amanda
can't
Lawson.
see.
Amanda
That
Lawson.
stuff is being donated to her and her veterans benefit stuff that will be given back.
John Jameson.
It's
John
an
Jameson.
amazing project, and these guys are helping her out in a huge way. So
Arthur Di Vittorio.
Way cool.
Arthur Di Vittorio. Yeah. Terry Stone. Terry Stone.
It's all kinds of rods. It's not just B&M chunky catfishing. It is awesome. It's very awesome.
All right, we're going to have 2 no-weight draws for the tournament. I've drawn up 4. If you don't weigh any fish, your name will be put in the no-weight draws. The first one is going to be the Shad Shack, the motor.
Yes, it is.
And the depth finder.
Very much so.
Then a few smaller things, just throw in giggles. It's over $3,000 worth of stuff for no weight prize. So if you don't think you got any fish that'll get you up there, the money just throw it back or put you in the no weight drawing. second no-way draw is that cooler right up there, packed full of over $350 worth of stuff jammed down in it. All right, let's get back to giving this stuff away. Ron Goucher. Ben Goble. Hector Ben. $141, Yasmin Mora. I'll tell you, y'all racking up tonight. Vote number 24, David Magnus. Mr. Magnus.
People still coming over and donating money to her, by the way. It don't get no better than that.
Vote 40, David Shipman. He says his go to the veterans. Mr. Shipman put his in the veterans stack over there.
David Shipman just donated his prizes back to the veterans.
79, Brandy Livingston.
We haven't been back there, Wonka Scatter Outdoors, but we're hoping they're still there. Thank you for the good luck. Doc and I both
Jeff Means.
We can get on what was there the other day. We'll both be in good shape. Doc found some flatheads. I know he's hoping to get back on them bad boys. Yeah. And big.
Greg Odom.
Real big flathead.
Jeff Clark.
Oh, Sonny, you'll love Quincy, Illinois. It's a great tournament.
Justin Russell.
All about the heroes in our military.
Justin Russell. No Justin Russell?
Yes, I'm going to try to get Leslie over here in a minute, and maybe she can give us a website.
Landon Shelton.
Leslie?
Landon Shelton. Trey Franklin.
Leslie, we have a bunch of folks in the chat that would like to know the website where they can go and check out
Lisa Hill.
What you guys
Okay, so the website is www.heroesoutdoortherapy.org. Or you can find us on our Facebook page, which is just Heroes Outdoor Therapy.
And it's an outstanding cause. You've
had
a great bunch of people donate their money tonight. And I was just telling everybody, we panned the camera around there and showed everybody all the prizes that these guys have won and they've donated. And what will those prizes go to?
David Sheridan.
Some of the prizes will go to big tomorrow. And we also have tournaments that we do. Independent, we have one on Sunday. Monday. We're active veterans back in Pennsylvania. And then again in October, we have veterans on the Potomac fishing tournament.
Number 29, David Shipman.
That as well.
29,
That's outstanding. We're so proud of what you guys do for our veterans. And it is so wonderful to see
96, William McCall.
Tonight.
William McCall.
It was really cool to see the $300 and then other guys donated $300.
Chris Saunders.
I don't believe.
97, Chris Saunders.
I know.
And I know it was touching you when you looked around the room and everybody tried to drive and pretty cool. And we was getting lots of comments in the chat with that, and it was outstanding.
Number 28, Brandon Shapp.
I just noticed there's still
28, Brandon Shapp.
coming over and donating money to you, but the prize is still winning, and they're just spreading over and donating to you guys.
Scott Lucas.
That's
Scott
what the
Lucas.
Catfish community is made out of, folks just like that.
94, JT Head.
Catfish Weekly page.
94, JT Head.
If you will go to our Catfish Weekly Facebook page
Okay.
and post that stuff.
JT.
There's no way I'm gonna remember it. I
I
would
will do
appreciate it, and I
No,
know our
JT.
viewers would surely like to do it.
Definitely.
Jeremy Busby, Jeremy Busby.
Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
And for our
Jeremy Busby.
Thank you.
Jeremy.
It was so great though. It was really touching to see just all the Catfish community.
17, Jason Schneiderhahn.
Veterans, big fish.
Jason Schneiderhahn.
Oh, absolutely.
It'll be $2,600 that they've donated.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Jason.
I know you'll put it to good use.
Oh, definitely.
Edmund Croden.
That's
Edmund
actually the
Croden.
big fish awards.
Right.
$2,600 over and above everything else.
Vote number 4, Gary Baldessayer. Gary Baldessayer.
One of our veterans, biggest fish that goes to our veterans in the tournament. So
I'm excited to see.
and
who
it
gets
started
that.
out at $300. Yeah, it started with $300.
Started with
132, Jason Hempy. Jason
So
Hempy.
tomorrow they're gonna win $2,600. They'll get a veteran big fish plaque.
James
They're
Hempy's
also
gone.
getting a custom rod made by James Burke.
Marty Miller Senior. Marty Miller Senior.
So that's outstanding. Thanks for helping us
All right.
clarify all that.
No problem.
And be
Thank
sure to
you.
post that
Josh
stuff up,
Dole.
guys.
Josh
Okay.
Dole.
All right. Thank
All right, thanks, Leslie. Really cool deal. Oh, he did get him something awesome.
John Berglund. John Berglund. John Berglund. Andy Baldessayer. Andy Baldessayer. Jason Massengale. Jason Massengale. Jason won't see us go to the veterans. 59, Jack Moore. 59, Jack Moore. Mr. Moore says take his to the veterans. Vote number 121, Danny Pakistasi. Danny. Vote 121, Danny Pakistasi. 27, Cad Daly. Cad Daly. Donated. 103, Drew Barkley. Drew Barkley. Vote number 28, Alice Nagy. Alice Nagy. Vote 145, Joe Burkhart. Joe Burkhart. Joe. Jason Bell. Jason Bell. Rose Thompson. Rose Thompson. Chris Payton. Chris Payton. Chris. '82, Adam Long. Adam Long. 82, Adam Long.
Around here. How much? You're hard to get on Catfish.
All year.
I'm gonna have to make it happen now.
For all you guys watching, we're gonna interview Rusty Jackson while we're here.
Barry Wilson.
Nothing
Barry
but
Wilson.
snake business.
It is turned into a job.
Eric Dukes. Vote 99, Eric Dukes.
Believe me, I can appreciate that thought. Things that start out as fun and hobbies can work into a real full-time job sometimes.
Yeah.
Vote number 8, Diane Stone.
Sometimes I'm
Vote
having
number 8,
just so I
Diane
can get the
Stone.
orders out.
Well, that's helped too. I gotta tell you, we've been using the crap out of them things, and they are.
Vote number 19, Jocelyn McGurk. Jocelyn McGurk.
catfish, but also I've done some saltwater fishing.
109, Tyson Emery.
Redfish.
Tyson
I've had a
Emery.
couple of guys down on the coast have been using them to troll.
118, Billy Sealock. Billy Sealock.
Turned out to be a little more versatile
Lead
than I
us,
thought it was going to be.
I had some guys tell me they use them for stripers.
Well, and also the guy
67,
here tonight
Tony Hunt.
that was using them
67, Tony
catch
Hunt.
shark with in North South Carolina.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
120, John McCracken. John McCracken.
That's what I use.
Yeah.
Because for me, there's only two kinds of fish. There's either catfish or bait fish. Most of my bait fish, other than bluegill, are caught in the cast.
Kenneth Glover. Kenneth Glover.
Who you fishing with?
David Mack.
I knew that, but everybody else did.
Yep.
You know, David is a hooper.
Connor King. Connor King.
We joke a lot when we're in the boat, but you know he's now guiding.
Connor King.
And so he's Captain Magnus, and I guess you know he's the skipper, and I'm Gilligan now. So that's
Oh my God. That's too funny.
84, James Yawn. 84,
That
James
is
Yawn.
amazing.
you
Yeah.
fishing tomorrow?
Absolutely.
85, Jay Cartwright.
You live down
Jay
there.
Cartwright.
I live not too. Both David and I, we both live in the area, but.
012, Brady
rough
Brooks.
fishing this year.
Brady Brooks.
It's been tough. I was just telling George
77,
that I said
Jesse
it last
Nelson.
year, and they
Jesse
took
Nelson.
somebody's name out, and there wasn't any names left, and I was still sitting here, and I'm like, George,
Jesse Nelson.
it's getting kind of close again, and I haven't called my name yet.
127, Dustin
We're in the same
Paul.
boat. We're in the
Have
same
called
boat.
you?
Oh, no. I don't think they can't call your name, have they, Doc? No. I think they kicked mine out intentionally. And once in a while, Cindy will win something. She's kind of lucky like that.
Yeah.
She ended up with me, so I guess
117, Doc White.
Well, I guess
Doc White.
she got all her bad luck out of the way.
I guess that's right. But yeah, I don't ever win anything, and I don't expect to. So
141, Anthony Mora.
if it don't
Anthony
happen, it
Mora.
don't happen. But man, I thought surely they had you by now.
53, Kurt Hans. Kurt Hans.
It was me and Joey Pounder sitting here last year,
They got him already.
and yeah, I did hear his name. I'm like, well, maybe there's some hope for him.
We got this boat number 22, Dino Matter or Mike
Just for
Falk.
the record,
Dino Matter
David
or
won
Mike
spinning
Falk.
rods. I gave it away since he wasn't here. Back to
That's
veteran.
exactly right.
Guys, when they registered me, I don't know if they put me in as a veteran or not. Can you tell?
143,
I don't
Jonathan
have that
Martins.
information.
Jonathan
You have to talk
Martins.
to George, or he can tell you if you're the right direction.
Okay.
That guy right there. I'm just hoping if I don't get nothing, that they'll pull my name out of half of that boat.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, if I could go home with the boat tomorrow, I think.
34, Alan Houston.
Yeah, I'll be
Alan
happy with
Houston.
that. Glenn, is that any better for the hearing us? There's a lot of background noise. I hope we're not having too much problem. I thought it'd been up good all night. But, Rusty, he's not a very loud guy.
Joe Humphrey. Joe Humphrey.
I'm not loud. I'm just obnoxious.
I hear that about myself once in a while. I hope that's better for you guys.
Joe.
So y'all gonna be set up at the weigh-in tomorrow?
Yeah, Jeremy's going to set up our stuff. We're going to give him all the.
Aaron Winningham. Aaron Winningham.
So we get weighed in.
Okay.
And I'm hoping we got something to weigh in. That's the key.
05, John Godwin. John Godwin. 05.
But we'll see how that works out.
He's gonna donate his to the veterans.
Sharp with
Donate his to
computer
the
stuff.
veterans.
He's been doing it a long time. So
25, Kirby Pierce.
We'll keep as much live
Kirby
stuff
Pierce.
as we can. Keep people entertained as much as we can. Keep up the speed of what's going on.
Have y'all been on any fish this week?
Yeah, but not up until the other day. I didn't consider it being what we.
32,
thought would
Big
be
Blue
good.
100
We
acres.
did find some
Big Blue 100
so we'll
acres.
see how it works out. I'm hoping that we're going to get into the instance of whether
Say a word real quick.
it's too big or they move too far in or out. If they stay in the area where we're easy to find, I hope they're big enough. But we'll see. Just same conditions for everybody.
Sunday going into Monday, and we're going to be using some of that for the veterans there, as well
Glenn
as
says you're
in
just a
October,
quiet
we have
guy.
veterans on the Potomac.
Glenn from Rig Wrap?
Yeah.
What's up, Glenn?
So thank you so much, and that's what your donations are going to.
Glenn, I thought you were gonna be here this year.
All right, vote 7, Scott Linton. Scott Linton.
He replying back?
No, not yet.
150,
We had a
Jamie
slight
Armstrong.
delay
Jamie
between
Armstrong.
stuff. It's not very much, but a little bit. Always do, depending on internet connection.
Jamie Armstrong.
Well, Glenn, I've got a bag full of little yellow plastic rib wrap.
Cassie Cool.
Ready to
Cassie
go
Cool.
tomorrow.
Vote 16.
It says, how are you, Rusty?
I'm doing well. I tell you,
Vote 6, Carl Morris.
just to talk
Carl
to
Morris.
Glenn's on there. I guess it was 2 years ago.
Carl Morris.
We had about an hour left of fishing, and we were on a sandbar that had a lot of structure on it. We went over, and David got hung up, broke off, and he
Stephen Stout. Stephen Stout.
dropped it back down in the water, and it
Donate.
bounce
Donate.
twice, and he caught a big fish.
Austin Pierce.
So we'll be
Austin
using
Pierce.
rig wraps this week.
Austin Pierce.
I gotta go get my trailer and everything back.
Wayne Forrest. Wayne Forrest.
All right. Well, Rusty, thanks for dropping in.
I appreciate it.
One of these days, Monday night, when you're not doing anything, if you get a night off, give us a call. We'll try to get you in on the show. We'll do
Brandon Bayer. Brandon Bayer.
All right. I appreciate it.
How's the lion sales doing?
Brandon.
It's
Brandon Bayer.
It's good.
Yeah, we started to come on. I need to send some more. Y'all wore me out.
Ken Stringfellow. Ken
It was like 3 times in a
Stringfellow.
row. I'm like, was it weighted?
Ken Stringfellow.
It just works out that way sometimes.
That's what it's there for.
That's right.
Have a
Thank
good
you
one.
so much, Rusty. Rusty Jackson.
Joe Westbrook.
Man,
Joe Westbrook.
Makes the
Joe.
dragon weights. It works so well for us.
Donate. Joe will donate.
Spin the wheel. I wish we don't even have it down here. I wish we did. It's so much fun, but they're giving away so much stuff here. Doc, we can't compete with this.
Keith Grizzle.
They're going to have to start these deals early.
Michael Haney. Michael Haney.
Stuff is just too much.
Michael Haney.
It just lasts too long. Yeah, they got tons of bags left.
David
We're gonna
Baynard
get up
here.
at 2 o'clock in the morning.
David Baynard.
And you know,
George Young needs to see
they
you.
just last
David
too long.
Baynard. George Young needs to see you. Trevor Williams.
There's
Trevor Williams.
another guy donating money to Leslie's veteran cause. Structure snakes are
Trevor
great. They
Williams.
are, Big Glenn. They really are.
Chad Mayfield. Chad Mayfield. Jody Atkins. Jody Atkins. There he is. Rick Baker. Rick Baker. Todd Green. Todd Green. Todd Green. David Galvin. David Galvin. David Galvin.
David Galvin's cleaning up tonight.
Brad Box. Brad Box. Jared Robertson. Jared Robertson.
All right.
Garrett Nichols. Garrett Nichols. Brian Mayo. Brian Mayo.
That's a good idea.
Brian Mayo.
Maybe they'll consider that in the future.
Laurie Bernard. Laurie Bernard. Laurie. Chad Bailey. Chad Bailey. Justin Thornton. Justin Thornton. Justin Thornton. Justin Thornton.
Nope.
Waylon Philly. 116. Waylon Philly. 110. Demetrius Kennis. Demetrius Kennis.
Nope. Sure.
100. Jared Fiorito. Jared Fiorito.
plan on being in bed by now.
105, Lisa Haraway. Lisa Haraway, 105. 103, Drew Latham. Drew Latham.
What'd you have in your bag?
73, Earl Torres.
Earl
Torres.
Slime line. Easy sinker slides. I think I'll donate it to the veterans.
Earl Torres.
The whole bag?
Logan Gerloff, 149. Logan Gerloff.
Doc won a prize pack with a bunch of stuff in it. He's gonna donate
Tyler
it all
Richards.
to the
Tyler
veterans.
Richards.
That's kind of how he rolls.
Daryl Massengale. Daryl Massengale. Go to the veterans for that one.
Carl, there's a bunch of different things that depend on which bag.
Jesse Ryan. Jesse Ryan.
Had slime line in it and easy sinker slides and a Drift Master hat, and he donated it all back to the Veterans Prize Pack. So they'll all be going to Veterans Prizes.
Just let everybody know if you've got your door prizes, you're free to go. You're free to go. That's going to be the which we are still giving away stuff. We still got stuff, but if you have already received something, you can go ahead and go. But if you have not received anything, hold up and I'll try to give away some more for the rest of them. Jake Glaze. Jake Glaze.
Yeah, no kidding. We're ready to go to bed, man.
Jake Glaze. Michael Oliver Jr. Michael Oliver Jr.
Come on in here. We're live, man. How you doing, Dale? Dale's Custom Tackle. Homemade tackle. Homemade tackle. You've been doing a lot of stuff here lately.
Richard Stanley.
Called me the other day and said you was coming down. Do I need anything? I think a big sinker. And here they are. How far did you come, Dave? 300 some miles. You bring a lot of tackle with you? We did. I bet you.
Rick Iceland. Rick Iceland, 140. Rick Iceland.
5 ounces we already sold.
Already sold anything over 5 ounces.
Now they're wanting 3s and 2s. They want anything they can get.
Anything they can get.
Lance Picker. Lance Picker.
That's awesome. It's been a wild week, to say the least.
Zachary Stanley. Zachary Stanley.
Just got here today. Just been watching.
It's awesome.
Cindy Stokes.
These are going to do us a ton of good, I promise, because that current
Joshua Backover. Joshua Backover.
And we're going out in the dark. I'm not sure we're going to make it to bed by the time this is over, but we're
Joshua?
going to try to get some sleep and get out and do what we can do. And
Kyle Olsen. Kyle Olsen.
We was able to give tonight to our charity.
For the veterans, man.
Jonathan Rogers. Jonathan Rogers.
So we're doing that. That means so much to all of us.
Fat boy. Dan Norris.
Because
Fat boy Dan.
what we do for them veterans is amazing, and what they have done for us.
Trevor Netherhoff.
No way.
Trevor.
Pay them for what they do. So thank you so much for that. And they built quite a pile over there besides the 26, 27 what the cash people donated, and that'll go to the winner of the
Jamie Bartley. Jamie.
Size matters to me. And
Casey to the road.
We're gonna give them a trip.
Awesome.
Yeah, Casey. Back. Coming up here.
Chaz will take them out and do whatever you do.
That's great, man.
Johnny Colvin. Johnny Colvin.
That's really cool. Really cool.
We can't outgive our veterans.
Carson Pierce.
No, absolutely not. They've earned it. They deserve
Carson
it, and
Pierce.
to receive it.
I'm super excited. He's talking to her now about it.
Cool. Sonny says he'll be thinking about it at 7 o'clock. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Thank you, sir. Not too bad for no guy.
Garrett Thompson. Garrett Thompson.
Yeah, we're doing all right. I hope we're on them in the morning.
Yeah, so I think everybody's hoping.
Yeah, depends on how that weather does. We'll see how it works.
Jason Jackson. Jason Jackson.
How much?
Off and on.
Donate.
It's just gonna be a
We brought full enclosure.
Me too, and it'll be on.
Yes, sir. At least the front. At least the front.
That's a fact.
You ain't gonna need to get on the back bumper.
Charles
Travel, it'll be nice.
Charles LaPlante.
That's what you took that windshield in front of that
Charles
CR.
LaPlante.
Windshield wiper.
Yeah, I'd like to have one of them.
Even if it's
John Callahan.
Go
John
get that.
Callahan.
Yeah, that's right.
That'd be perfect. Just reach up there.
Yeah.
Ain't too good for that.
Spencer
The
Harding.
switch would be lovely.
Spencer Harding.
Oh yeah.
But
My new boat will have one on each
Spencer
side.
Harding.
what you get?
There he is.
You just bought a new
Don
boat.
Staples.
Get an accelerator.
Look, dog.
Don Staples.
They're nice.
You fall into a pile every once in a while.
I'm gonna
you
get one
come
tomorrow.
out through.
Richard
Yeah, but I hope you do.
You too.
I hope you do.
Richard
Along
McAdams.
with everybody.
Oh, that'd be
Good to
awesome.
meet you, Lyle.
Thank you, sir.
I'm taking off, Lyle.
Larry Muse.
I shall see you putting in mud out tomorrow. I'll see you there.
Right there. You're gonna be there early then.
2:30.
Wow, yeah.
I'm going to be helping doing live well checks in the morning.
Shell Jones.
Try to get some sleep. I'm gonna try to if they ever let me out of here.
I'm headed out of here. My wife's already saying I gotta have some sleep.
Yeah, me too. Doc,
Jaden
I
Blinken.
think Doc's probably,
Jaden
if
Blinken.
he hasn't left yet, he's probably getting ready.
Jaden.
I seen him walking that way.
Yeah, he's wanting to get some sleep. Time's coming early, so.
Right.
All right, buddy.
Andy Williams. Andy
Thank
Williams.
you so much, Dale, for everything you do for our school. We appreciate
Deacon
it.
Sanders. Deacon Sanders.
Chris, we'll see you tomorrow after your weigh-in.
Yep, we'll be there.
All right, buddy. All right.
Tyler Lindsay. Tyler Lindsay.
Boys and girls, they're
Tyler
still getting
Lindsay.
this stuff on. Is that a honey bucket? I'm not sure what you are talking about.
Sheila Odom. Sheila Odom.
Yeah, Patriots, you're right. That it is. We can't give
Sheila.
back nearly enough. I hope the flags are
Jason
wearing
Hickok.
too. We
Jason
have
Hickok.
one that we normally have on our boat, but with this new boat, we haven't got everything put in it yet. And I'm not sure Cindy got the flag, but we normally have one on our boat. But we'll
Alex
see how
Drake.
that works.
Alex Drake.
If she got it, it'll be on there, and if she didn't get it in the new boat yet, it won't
Al
be.
Johnson.
But it won't be long before it will.
Al
surely be
Johnson.
on.
Barry Olila. Barry Olila.
I know you guys probably getting tired of seeing all this stuff give away, but it's so important
Bill
when
King.
we're giving these guys
Bill King.
stuff and letting them
Bill King.
donate this stuff back to these veterans.
Billy Littleton.
It's so
Billy Littleton.
amazing to watch this happen. And I wanted to share this to you, and to be quite honest,
Eric
George
Schwinn.
asked me
Eric
to do
Schwinn.
this. We would have probably done this show for an hour or two, but George asked us to do this, and we wanted to help him out with that, and I'm glad that we did. It's really been an amazing event, but
He knocks.
they are getting into
Jeremy Mitchell.
sleeping
Jeremy
time.
Mitchell.
Thank you.
Jeremy Ransom.
We'll try to do that.
Jeremy Ransom.
We'll try to do that. Hey, Pete. Thank you, sir.
Jeremy Ransom.
Jeremy Ransom just won. He was one of the guys that donated $100 back to
Joe Hoogenkamp. Joe Hoogenkamp.
the Veterans Deal. One of many, many people that donated
Rodney
$100
Strickland.
to
Rodney
this.
Strickland.
Such a cool deal. Really, really awesome.
Jason Mercer. Jason Mercer. Outside. Oh, number 135, Michael Parr.
You ain't gonna get much sleep, dude.
135, Michael Parr.
Well, I do.
116, Michael Philly.
Come around here, sit down there with me. We're live.
You live?
Yeah, man.
36, Mike Davis. 36, Mike Davis. 87, Bill Davis.
Camera's not around on that. Got on that. Yeah, Bailey, I got to catch you guys
Samuel Craig.
fishing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You was live down there in
Lindsay
somewhere
Sample. Lindsay
in
Sample.
Florida.
Way out in the boondocks.
You was out in the sticks and having a
Mark
blast.
Woodell. Mark
I
Woodell.
enjoyed that live feed about as much as any I've seen.
Well, the way I see it is
Lyle Stokes.
Woo! Hang on, I finally won some.
Lyle's got to go up there and get his prize. So we'll.
Justin Hale, 52. Justin Hale.
Oh,
We're gonna hijack.
You win something, you don't even get to collect.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Good bag.
Destin Rivers. Destin Rivers.
Bags, these good bags.
Yeah, some of them are really nice. Yeah.
Good bags. Did y'all get a
Jerry Ishcover.
good turnaround of the room?
No, we was trying to keep it on the
Brett Nash.
as that was going. That was pretty cool deal there.
That was awesome. Got all that on.
John Land. John Land.
Wasn't a dry in the place.
No, there wasn't. It was hard not to be choked up while
Oh
that was going on.
man.
Mike
I mean,
Sewell.
these
Mike
guys
Sewell.
stepped up and done a wonderful thing.
Mike Sewell.
It's been amazing to see. That's the cat
Jacob
community
Phillips.
for you.
We got the best family of fishermen in the whole world right here in the USA.
I was so excited the other night. We was live.
Chris Stout.
Didn't have no clue. Next thing I know,
Chris Stout.
y'all was jumping on and giving away stuff. And, you know, those people were sitting at their house on a Saturday night. And it wasn't whatever night that was. They were sitting at their house and couldn't go fishing themselves. And then the first they got to watch us fishing, and they got to win stuff. And, you know, it was nice and unexpected. I thought that was cool.
Oh, yeah, it was. And we actually.
John Adams. John Adams.
Before we left, the
Oh,
guys
really?
already got it.
John,
He's
really?
happy
That's
about
good.
that.
That's good.
I wasn't sure we could do it, you know.
Yeah, I was
but,
thinking y'all send it from up here.
well,
Or
I
when you
never
got-
actually never
Buckridge.
thought about it.
Buckridge.
Hell, I don't know where any of the post office are,
wouldn't
but we made it. As we
Robert
went
Brown.
down, run by there, parked boat on the side of the
Robert
street,
Brown.
parked it off, and he let me know that
J.
he
Lee
was
Smith.
happy about that. So, yeah, I think he liked them, and them rig wraps are amazing,
Oh,
probably.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gil Riverty.
So,
Gil Riverty.
Absolutely.
Craig Shoemate.
It's been a
Craig
good
Shoemate.
event.
blue shirt, gray shorts, and sneakers.
Matt Bingham.
Oh man, dude, Carl, I gotta tell you, there's so many of them down here. There's no way I can
Alex Rushing.
tell you which one that is, but I think that is. I don't know if that's one of George's daughters or not.
Alex. Ann Philly. 116. Ann
I
Philly.
just don't know. There's just too many of them. And to be quite honest, I don't know who all of them are.
Ken Rivers. Ken Rivers. Ken Rivers.
They're
Gavin Baldassare.
starting to
Gavin
thin out.
Baldassare.
We're about out of prizes, and to tell you the truth,
Gavin.
guys, we're gonna have to get out of here and go get some sleep. Chad, tell them where they can watch your live feeds and where you fish out of, and get everybody some information so we can get some more viewers.
33. Nick.
I run Size Matters Fishing Trophy Catfishing Guide Service. It's based out of the Panhandle of Florida.
Avery Baker.
Apalachicola River
Avery Baker.
and Lake Seminole. And last few
Doug
weeks,
Jolly.
we've been trying to go about once a week. We've been trying to do a live feed from the river. And
Roy
everybody can
Harkness.
tune in and watch fishing. They went anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. So it's kind of a long time thing each night, but
Donate.
we've got some sponsors that got on there and giving away stuff. And
Mike Leslie.
It's
Mike Leslie.
it's very, very spur of the moment, and we just
Mike
talk
Leslie.
catfishing. We talk about everything
Hunter Livingston.
from banks fishing to trophy catfishing and promotion and
Laid back
conservation.
and fun. Michael
Have
Malone.
a good time, and
A lot.
the chat section really does well on there because we
Alan
reach a
Shepard.
lot of people.
Yep.
So,
Very laid back, very fun, a lot of
Kerry
content,
Long.
and I had a blast
Kerry Long.
tonight. Now I did in the middle of the show. I did have to go out and walk my dog.
man,
Our
no,
Jennifer
camera's
Hale.
still on,
yeah.
and we just continued like I was still in there, and like I say, we had
Chad Baldassare.
2 or 3 other guys.
Chad.
You too.
Yeah, we definitely try to
Jeremiah
make
King.
it
Jeremiah King.
make it interesting for everybody. So
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it so much. And
Ronnie
I get to
Dixon.
catch a few more.
Ronnie Dixon.
There's so many things going on. I watch them.
James Bader.
Sometimes I'm just listening. Sometimes I get involved. I just happen to be able to get
Corey
involved.
Archibald.
I hope to catch a few more of them.
Corey.
Yeah, you guys, when you're watching them, a lot of you
Jonathan
folks that watch
Cookson.
these are up late at night, so be sure to tune in to
Jonathan.
Chad's live feed. I promise you'll have a good time, and you just never know who's going to
Ray Matthews.
That's true. That's
and
true.
you just might be
Ray.
the winner, and I know that you'll have a good time.
Randy Dodd.
So they got a few prizes left.
Rusty Jackson.
We're going to shut down for the night. Thank you, Chad, for stopping in the picture.
Thanks for having us, Lyle.
We're going to
Thank
be
you very
live
much.
over at the weigh-in tomorrow. Jeremy's going to set it up while we're out fishing and have it
Wayne
up.
Stevens.
I will be there when we get done weighing. But
Wayne.
until then, Jeremy's going to be. We'll stop in and see us.
We will. We'll stop in.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
it,
much,
Lyle.
buddy. That's going to do it for tonight's live feed. I got to get some sleep, guys. We got to get up like 2 in the morning. Thank you for all the good luck wishes. Thanks for staying with us on the live feed. We will see you at weigh-in tomorrow from the weigh-in site over at Mud Island Park in Memphis, Tennessee. Thanks for watching tonight, guys.
There he is.
Wish us luck with all this rain. We're probably going to need it.
Jesse, let's
See
go.
you tomorrow.